Hi, my name's Yvette, and I've been coming to Clarendon Chiropractic for a year now. And I was first diagnosed about 5 years ago after the birth of my fourth child with hypothyroid and Hashimotos. And I had been going to an endocrinologist who first diagnosed me. And after about a year of going to that doctor and changing medicine several times, as far as just upping my dosage, I realized I needed to see a different doctor. So I had gone to another doctor, and again, after about a year of that, I went to a different doctor, and then another year went by, and after that, I was on my fourth doctor. I was living in Chicago, and I had moved to Woodridge about a year ago, and I happened to put a new app on my phone, Next Door Neighbor, and when I did that, Rob Sorosco, who works here with Dr. Sorosco, had put an informational post up about a seminar that was going to be happening in Darien. So I decided I would go attend that because it talked a lot about autoimmunity and gluten sensitivity, and I thought from everything I'd been reading, this seemed similar to what I needed to look into. So when I went to the seminar, it was about an hour and a half, and it was very informative. Dr. Sorosco knew exactly what he was talking about. I could tell just in the slideshow he had put together and what he was saying. And he was the first doctor in 4 years that I had heard make any mention of food. Because none of my other doctors, when I would bring it up to them, I would ask them about maybe having a food allergy test or food sensitivity test, and nothing. I talked about avoiding gluten, and not one doctor agreed with me. I even talked about changing medicine. They would never even look into it or consider it. They wanted me to stay on levothyroxine, and I found that that was not working for me. I needed to do something different. So when I met Dr. Sorosco, and he seemed to agree with me on everything that I had been reading, I thought this is where I needed to be. And I never in a million years would have thought that a chiropractor would be the one that would help me transform and change. And I've been coming here for a year now, and I've dropped 25 pounds. I've changed my medicine, and the weight is great. I mean, I'm glad about that, but that is not the biggest concern for me. The biggest concern for me was how tired I was feeling. I had huge brain fog, and I am a teacher, so for me to be mid-sentence all the time and forgetting what I wanted to say was terrible, because I would have 44 kids looking up at me, and I couldn't remember what it was I wanted to tell them, and I would say, well, I'll get back to you on that because I have to tell you later when I can remember what it was I wanted to tell you. You know, and they would kind of giggle, but I knew that this was a problem. So now I feel like I don't have that issue anymore. My medicine has changed. I am taking thyroid right now, which is much better than the levothyroxine, and I'm able to exercise again. I couldn't do that for the longest time. I was too tired. If I didn't do it right away in the morning, it wasn't going to get done. Now I could do it in the morning or in the evening. It doesn't matter. My energy level has increased. And being a mother of four, I feel like for a long time I was putting myself last. And I finally decided that I was doing a disservice for my family because I was too tired. I couldn't do what I needed to get done. And since then, my entire family has noticed a change in me. They're excited that I'm not tired when I get home from work, that I can go out with them and do things with them, where before I would come home and I just wanted to lay down on the couch for at least a good hour before I could even start dinner. And now I don't have that issue at all. So I do feel coming here has been the best thing for me and my family, because everybody is benefiting from the fact that I'm not so tired anymore, and that I can do the things that I used to do prior to being diagnosed. So if you feel as though you're too tired, or you're not taking the right medicine, or you just want to see your life the way it used to be, maybe before you had kids, this is definitely what you need to do for yourself, because I can feel that in telling you that doing this will benefit you for sure. Because for me, I feel as though I'm back in my 30s again. Before I was diagnosed with this, just from coming here for a while there, I was coming weekly, and that seemed like a lot because it was taking an hour for myself. Definitely away from my family, coming 2-3 times a week, but then it dwindles down as you get better and you heal. So then, and now I'm coming an hour once every 2 weeks. So and sometimes it's not even an hour, just depending, it could be 30 minutes. So it's not something that you have to worry about. It's too time consuming. You can do this, and you need to do it for yourself. So I highly recommend coming to see Dr. Soresko as soon as you get the chance.
Thanks, Yvette.